afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. My name's Iris Smith and I'm from the Flower Patch in Mansfield. I did a video yesterday, and again, like I say, I tend to analyse my videos to see if the camera's in the right position. I was so very disappointed with myself again because the camera unfortunately wasn't in the right position and I couldn't see everything that I was making, especially the vase arrangement. I couldn't see the gladioli, so if I couldn't see it, I know you couldn't see it. And also with the frame that I did, you could only see, majority of it, but not the whole lot. So I've put my camera in another position again today, and I'm going to show you the gladioli vase as it was finished, so you can actually see the gladioli. That's the gladioli arrangement that we did, and as you can see now, you can see hopefully the gladioli as it is, with it was tall, and the lilies as well, because I noticed that you couldn't see the lilies in it either, and basically you could only just see this bottom half. So yes, I was annoyed with myself. So I hope you can see it today, the finishing touches of it. And as I said, I tried to keep within the triangle shape, which, I think I did it quite well. But I didn't want it obviously compact. I did want wispy bits, but as long as you could see that shape, that was what I was mainly concerned about. And this is classed as a front facing because behind there isn't any flowers, just bits of foliage to fill in the back. So it doesn't look like it's just completely bare. So yes, that's the front facing one. And also, I'll just put that one to the side. The frame that I did, I found an old picture frame, as I said. I took the picture out that I didn't like anymore, wrapped the frame in hessian ribbon, and then stuck 2 pieces of oasis to it and held them in with tie wrap. I did the back like that and covered the back of the oasis, plus because I've got my mechanics underneath that and I didn't want those scratching the doors of the customers, so I made that soft so it wouldn't do any harm. So from the front, I hope you can see it now. Again, I'll bring it slightly closer. That's the full look of it, where you can see the hessian ribbon all around as well. And I did an extra large bow because with it being a slight Christmas theme, I haven't gone traditional. I haven't put no pine cones in or anything like that. I wasn't aiming to make it completely a Christmas look. I thought, well, once Christmas is out of the way, we could remove the bow and we could put a different bow on, and then it could end up as an all year round. So that was my main idea behind it. So I do hope that you like this as well, and I hope that you can actually see it. So that's the frame, and I hope you all have a go as well. And it would also save on your costs. I had a lady called Sandra. She's a lovely lady who keeps texting me, and she didn't think of that idea. Well, Sandra, now you do, and you can just do it and get all your old picture frames and do as many as you like and send them to you as a gift to your family and friends. So today we're going to do another Halloween theme. I've had some more texts off of people, private messages, some people asking me if I could do a Halloween theme again. So I've already pre-made the bow again because I'm trying to save on time. I have had a few friends and family members stating that my videos are too long. I have asked them to come here and do it for me in 15 minutes like they suggested, and if they can do it, then brilliant. I'll take some hints and tips off them. So as we all know as florists, it doesn't take 15 minutes to do a wreath, but people seem to think they know better, don't they? Right, there's the bow. I've added a yellow polka dot, black and yellow polka dot ribbon, as you can see here, because I've got a sign. I've already put the wire in it, ready to attach, and this has got yellow on it. So that's the reason I added the yellow. So it's got yellow and black. I hope you can see that. It says on it Halloween, spooky, and then boo along the bottom. So I thought we could attach that to the frame around here. I'm going to bring this in a bit as well because I've noticed that I keep taking it over there. So that's the frame, the picture as well. I've also, and I think these these are lovely. I've got little picks to go on. Just I don't want a lot. I just wanted one to sit at the top like that. But I've got a ghost, I've got witches. This is like a pumpkin one, but I think they're absolutely so cute. If you can't find any with picks, a good tip is just order them without the picks. I mean, they've got little skirts on. Just dip a stem in the glue, put it down inside the skirt, and then just pinch it until the glue's dry, and then you'll have a pick. I've done that with many things if I can't seem to find what I'm looking for, and I can only find them without, picks, without the stem. I've also got some other coloured witches' legs. I've attached wire to those already, ready to attach. I've not done anything, they've not come with the awls. All I've done is poke the wire through. So, and I've got those, I think, I know I got them on the internet. I spotted them as I was browsing, like I do every night. And yeah, and I got that. And I also got, I thought, but I put these on picks, like I said, with the little, with your little dollies. I had some broomsticks, and there was only miniature, so I decided to, add a stem and attach it, so I could either put some coming out here, or the side, or just in the odd places. For our foliage, I have got, if I just push this to the side before we start, I have got the silver dollar eucalyptus, because I really do think the eucalyptus always looks nice, against whether it be a Christmas theme, birthday theme, Halloween, Easter. It always looks nice. I've also got some orange birch with bits of like a olive colour green and just a slightly darker green. I got those off a, oh, that just says the brand name. Whoops. I got those off eBay. I spotted them and I got them in a pack of 12. So, and it was very cheap. So I decided to get them as well. I've also in foliage decided to get the oak leaves out. With them having yellow around the tips of them, I thought that they would look nice with the yellow, in the sign and the ribbon. I did pick this out. I don't use this very often because of the size of it. But this has got yellow veins in it. I'm not sure actually what sort of leaves they are. But I decided I may just add a bit of those around the back as like the base. So, with it being quite strong, that everything could lean up against it. So that's the foliage. Oh, no, sorry. I've not quite finished. And I also have some of these. I thought with them being spiky and Halloween, I thought they would look quite good as well. And I think you've probably guessed already what I haven't said, but I will. My fern. I've got the brown fern with the slight orangey tip at, around the edges of the leaves, and like a deeper, well, I'd say it's like a browny deep red. you know, amongst it as well. And then I've also got my favourite, the one what's like a rubbery texture from the company called Wreath. I've also got some these. What I've also got a yellow little tint, like a limey green, I suggest. Yes, like a limey green going into a slight yellow, and I've got those as well. I've already put these. I've got some of these where I cut them off and I put aside and didn't use them the other day. So I've added pics before I started the video to get everything prepared. And I've also, you just put the foliage to one side, and I've got these. I think these are absolutely lovely. I did get these off Amazon. I had a look at my orders to spot where I did get things from. These have got a few little, really tiny little pumpkins on, and a few little berries at the side with like a brown, orange, and like a deep red with a bit of green foliage. I hope you can see them as well. Very pretty. So I've got those out to go, you know, for the Halloween theme. And I thought, well, I'll add a bit of like golden colour, because on the birch they've got the golden there. So I matched it up perfect by using these wildflowers, and I thought they could also just be dotted to have a bit of like rustic colour into them. I've also just picked one bunch of these out. I'm not sure whether I'm going to use them, but they do look really nice against this orange, you know, on your ribbon. And they do have like a orange around the outside and a deep red starting to come in on the inside, and they're just little wildflowers as well. I have got some berries. These are like a pinky orange. I can't really, like a coral colour, I think. I just thought they'd be nice to get inside of the foliage and just pop out just as a different texture. And finally, I have my hydrangea. I have to think what it was called. I haven't even started the video really, have I? And I'm already forgetting things. Yes, my deep orange rustic hydrangeas. And that's what we're going to use today. I say I'm not going to put a lot in, but I just can't help myself. Oh, finally, sorry, I've missed a couple. See? Right, I've got these short, these what I've just cut off a stem, what I just saw as I came in with my coffee. Because my children are at work today. Forsythia. I've got this on my garden in the same colour, and it's beautiful. So I thought I'd add a bit of yellow to go along with our ribbon. And I'm only getting one bunch of the lilies because I thought I might not even put these in, but it may just also give a bit of yellow because I've got a lot of oranges. I thought we needed some yellow. Right, let me just pick one up. I've dropped it on the floor. So first of all, I'm going to attach our sign. So I'm just going to take this off of here. Oh, you see, I've done it again, haven't I? I've forgotten. I've got some white pumpkins that I'd like to add. They've not got a pick on them, but as I showed you the other day, I've got some picks here. All you do is just push it in. I hope you can see. Like that. Just take it back out, dip it in your glue, not too much, and then push it back in. And if you see any excess glue like you can see there, wipe it off, because you don't want the customer to see that. So I've got a few of them that I'm going to add. I'll do the rest as I go along. And I've also got orange ones as well with a slight bit of white in. Some of these already come on a pick, So that's got a bit of white in it as well. So I could also use that. So I've got the orange ones and the white ones out. So I'll just put those there. We'll just put my vase display out my way. We'll put it down here. Right, I really hope today that I'm in the right position. I will be analysing again the video. So like I say, I've already pre-cut everything and I've already fluffed the bow up. I've left the tails slightly longer at the bottom because I'm not sure whether I want to gather them all up and attach them onto there. I'm not sure yet. We'll just have a, you know, think. Maybe as I go along they might get in the way of the witch's legs and the sign. So I may just take them up, shorten them down to perhaps the length that I've got them at the top. Right. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, everybody. Right, let me just take it off and get the sign fitted. So I have already punched 2 holes in at the back with a jeweler's hole puncher. I think that's what you call them. I've only done it on these sides because that will be hanging in the middle and there's nothing that side can attach to. And I want to put it at an angle, perhaps coming down. I've done it so it's about down there. I hope you can see that. And that's where I want it placing. So I'm going to just go through while it's flat on the on my worktop, and I'm just going to attach the sign. And once we've attached the sign, then we'll attach the witch's legs. I'm not going to put a hat on this one today because of the big bow. The one that I did with the hat on it, I didn't put a bow on it. So you twist at the back, just cut that bit off. I think I need to sharpen my pliers. And then where you've just cut that, bend it back in, and press it down inside your grapevine. I will fluff the bow again. As you know, we're always fluffing the bows. So we've got that one coming through. Where's the other one? There we go. I want to do these quite tight because with it only being on one side, I need to really make sure that it's secure, really secure. So I'll give it more twist than I usually do. I'm going to ask you the same question. What's the weather like where you are? I bet you can't guess what it's like again where I am. Raining. So much for the sun yesterday in the morning because the rain came in the afternoon. And I woke up this morning to rain again. I try not to cover the sign with the bow, so I shall put the tail ends under there. I just love this yellow polka dot. I love bright coloured ribbons. Right, I'm just going to attach our witch's legs. And what I've done, because this is just material like felt, like I say, I've just pierced 3 holes in and put some wire, because this black bit where the belt is will wrap over, if you can see, just wrap over the grapevine like that. And that's, I've tried it before I've done it, and that's why my wires are where they are. So we'll put and make sure it's central. lift that under there. I'm just making sure that the legs are actually central. I don't want to lift it up and she's got wonky legs. That's 1 and 2. Just pull your wire back out through the other side. Let me just check again that it's in line. Yes. So I'm going to fasten this one at the back. I hope if you've been to work today, it's been a good day for you. Let's do. I'm going to just move my bow. I need to line this up. Just fold that over. Go through one piece of the grapevine and bring it up. And fold that neatly over. You don't want it to look rough. Turn it back in towards the grapevine. Last one, I don't know whether to move that because I think that's in the way, and move it slightly more up. It's all trial and error. I should have really put the witch's legs on first. It maybe have gave me a better idea. You can always sometimes feel when the wire bends on the inside. Bend that over. So thank you to everybody who's sending me messages, you know, especially Sandra. She's sending me quite a few. Bless her. I hope you have a good day today, Sandra. And let me know if you need any more questions answering, or you know, if I've got any more ideas to help you with. I love helping people. Right, let me just. I think it's irritating me, guys. I'm going to have to take this sign back off and reposition it. I'm going to leave those wires in because they're already secured in and turned back in. Just going to push that one down so none of them are sticking up back into there. It might be raining outside, but it's really hot. Well, we say hot in UK. Hot to us, it's probably about 24 degrees. I don't know what it's like elsewhere or what you think hot is. I've been to Kenya before where it's super hot. In their winter time it's around 28 degrees. We met a gentleman there who worked there, and in their summertime it goes above 40 degrees. I don't think I could cope with that. I'd feel like I was suffocating. If you can cope with that heat, you're very brave. We moan over here in the UK when it's cold, and then when we get nice, we get nice weather, we moan it's too hot. I think our summertime lasts about 2 weeks with nice weather, and that's saying something. Oh, I can attach it another place now. I'm just going to get my cutters, jeweler's cutters, to punch another hole in. Just on the letter. They're only these. That's all they are. They've got a little sharp point there, which makes an hole. And you can either go through one side. I think mine might be a bit small, so sometimes I have to go through both sides, depending on how thick the wood is. Oh no, it's gone through first time. Oh my goodness. Twist that one round again. Right, that sits there. Oh yes, that looks better. It's not in the way. I will put it back up on the easel, guys, you know, like I say, just once I've got through all this and attached everything. I just didn't attach these because I wanted to show you how I attach them. I guess everybody attaches them the same. If you've got a different way and it's easier, oh, let me know. I don't use tie wraps on the sign. I don't know why, because they are very strong. I think it's with the wire, it's just that it's so thin that you won't be able to see it. And with the tie wraps, you know, it's just my personal preference. Each to their own. And then we'll put that one. That's better. Does anybody do anything on when it's Halloween? Do they do anything special? I know here we do obviously trick or treat. I think everywhere does trick or treat. A gentleman over the road, oh my goodness, he's brilliant at it. He puts cine camera out and he gets his screen out and everything, where he gets ghosts floating along it. It's fabulous. I sit from our house and I watch it. It's just wonderful how he does it. And he dresses up as well. He just stands there, he doesn't move, and then when the people come to knock on his door, he shouts boo, and he scares the little kiddies to death. It's so funny. He really does get involved. My kiddies are not into Halloween. Oh, I say kiddies, they're men. Yeah, they're not into it. Do you have the treats at your door? My youngest son plays a joke on them. Usually when they say trick or treat, a lot of people tend to hand treats over. Or my youngest son will say trick. And because they've not known a trick, they stand there looking at him because they don't know what to say because he said trick. So that's quite funny. But then in the end he'll just say, here you go. Right, that's how I've put, I'm going to straighten the bow, but that's how I put the sign down there and the witch's legs here. I didn't want the sign, you know, horizontal. I wanted it offset. I hope you can see. Like I say, I will straighten the bow. So we'll put that on there a moment. Oh, she's lifting her legs up. Let's just straighten that. Just try not to get too much in the way of the sign. we still need to be able to see it. And like I say, I probably will cut these long tails because I think, yeah, I'm gonna cut them, guys, because if you can see, they don't look right against the witch's long legs. If you can see all of that, it looks just too much there. And plus we've got yet to put his greenery in and his foliage and flowers, so you won't see it if these are all stood in front. So I'm going to just trim them down. Like I say, if you want to just tie them around the side, that's fine, but I'm going to this time cut mine shorter. Hopefully I don't chop my fingers today. Right, that's better. Give me more room to put the foliage and the flowers. Oh, I just absolutely adore this polka dot. I'm all for bright colours. Some people say that tells you how, you know, what sort of person you are by having bright colours. I'm not a believer in that. I just think you are what you are. I just like to make sure that looks beautiful. Right, there we have it. So there, it really just looked like she's sat down with her legs, there's her knees here bent over. So, all good to her. I'm just going to have a drink of my coffee before I leave it again. I keep leaving it. Right, we'll put these tools out of the way. Right, everybody. Foliage. The best part I like. I've got some little ones that I've found that I'm going to put just around here. Oh, before I use the longer ones. So let me just, yes. I'm going to put short and long. In fact, these might look better in the centre behind. No. So we're going to go follow the path of the grapevine, the way the pattern leads. I must keep trying to remember to get it in the picture so you can all see it. So what I've done on one side, on the bottom anyway, I'm going to mirror image on this side. In fact, I'm going to put one at the top as well, behind the ribbon. I'll do one on this side as well. Got a little one. I might just put that one just, in fact no, because that's only on its own, so I'll cut another one down. Two on their own and one bigger one. So I think I could do with some bigger ones around the sides and around here. Just bend this stem and make it look natural. And I'm going to just position it around here and then just bend it down. Take another piece from Oh, I have this argument all the time. Why did they put the tags in the down, hanging down there? Why can't they actually have like sticky tags around the bottom of the stem? Because 9 out of 10, we're going to cut this. So why can't they just place them there instead of within? Does everybody else agree with that? They can be really a pain. Or is it just me moaning? Probably me moaning again. Right, so I'm going to put this one on this side. Just go follow the grain of it and then just bend it. It's coming out quite far because for this the witch's legs are big and the bow is relatively large because the loops are 6 inch. The frame, I should have told you really from the beginning. The frame is 12 inches. I don't usually work on 12 inches, but I thought I'm going to get in a few of different sizes. I've got 10, I've got 12, I tend to work on 40. I do have a 22 inch. Oh, my cat's come. He's probably going to come up here. I do have a 22 inch as well, but I do really like working on 14s to 18 inches. Right, I'm going to put some, if I can see, just under, small ones under here. Even though they've got the witch's legs there, you know, don't leave the witch underneath the witch out. You must also still put foliage in there. Oh, this piece don't want to go. Oh my goodness, she don't want to go. I've been cast a spell. Let's have a look. Yeah. I'm not going to use any more of this just yet. I want to try and get other bits of foliage in. I want to add in some of the oak with it being having yellow. But first of all, shall we put some of this in? It's very large. Can everybody see how large that is? It is really large against, let me just get what we've just used. The birch. I mean, look at the difference in the leaves. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to use that. So I just want to try and see. In fact, that looks quite nice with what I can tell. Yeah, I'm going to use a bit. Not too much though. I'm just going to scatter the odd bits around. I'm not going to stick them right out with them being so big. I'm just going to perhaps put them, I mean the boundaries around here, but I'm just going to put these in for the depth, with, like I say, with them being really, you know, big. Just hold up your leaves like that because it's only a small stem, because I'm putting it in quite deep anyway. I don't need a long stem. So just hold those up like that before you dip them, because you don't want your glue all over your leaves. So we'll put one, I think here, if I can. Right, let's have a look. Let's just bend that one down. Yeah, I'm not putting a lot of these in. I'm going to put one just there. Put some more. I'm going to put one opposite here, just like this one. I've been ordering more stock again. I can't help myself. People should put such nice things on. I've even had to order a load more Gorilla Glue. I buy them in packs of 75. Because I've started to notice I'm running low. You can get the Gorilla Guns glue that I buy them off Amazon. That's the only place I've found them that'll sell them in 75. I think I'm going to put that there, the longer one. So, but the only thing is, because it's from a company, it usually takes about 2 weeks for them to arrive, and I can't understand why. I always put in when I'm shopping for things, you know, the UK, because sometimes it'll give me things from China, you know, and I want them quite quickly. I'm going to put another one here. This is going to act as like the backdrop and the support, because these are quite tough stems. Can't get it in now. I'll do it there. I want one more. Did I bring any more out? Now I'm just going to grab another one. And which one did I use? 2. And I'm going to put this one in here as well. Oops. Just have a quick look. Right, yeah, that's the backdrop, so that's for the support. If I had some bits of fern, oh my fern, I'm absolutely in love with fern. I'm going to add some of this. What I'm going to do is put it up there to start with. Just let that hang out as well. You can twist it. In fact, that needs to be there. Let me take that one back out. Oh, the glue, that's so quick. I'll put this one in while I've got the glue on it. Just to give it the softer feel again. I don't know where my cat's gone. Oh, I do. I've had this delivery this morning. I've left the box on the floor, open, sorry. Nothing in it now. And the cat's gone to sleep in it. Do you have a cat that'll go anywhere who likes cardboard boxes? He also likes plastic carrier bags as well. As soon as I've been shopping to a supermarket and I start taking my groceries out of the bag, he jumps in the bag straight away and goes to sleep. Bend that there. Push that slightly in a bit. I don't want to go too much out of the boundary. put, where's the other, just up here. Sorry if my back's to you again, everybody. It's so rude of me. Oops, I've just seen a glue string. Follow it up. One just behind. Right, 5. Right, I've got 5 in for now. I may add a few more, but I want to put in the orange ones as well, or the brown, the rustic colour. As you can see, they come on the stem like that. So the stem at the bottom looks quite short, and you may think, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with those? Well, they do push up because there's the rest of the stem there. So just push them up to the top, and that'll give you a longer stem. We'll stick those out in front of here to give it, you know, the contrast from the green. Just push that up. Excuse me. Right, the tip of that has just fallen off and it's just gone on the floor, so I'll probably not be able to find it while I'm making a video. So what I'm going to do is push the leaves up, and like I've shown you before, bend over the top and then just press it down to prevent the leaves coming off. I think the reason I'm hot is because I've got a light. Oh, that's just not sitting right. Let me take it out. I've got a light to the left of me and it's beaming in my face. That's probably why I'm constantly hot. Right, let's give it another go. That's better. Put that aside. Let's just push some of these slightly up before I cut them. I can see bits of twigs on the vine at the back. You know, like this. I don't know if you can see me pushing it through. And I do like to make sure that they're cut off, because again they could easily scratch you know, a customer's door, or if they're having it, you know, on a summer house, shed, or wherever they, you know, or even in a house. It could easily just slightly mark it, and we don't want that for the customers. I really do care about my customers when I'm making them something. I've always got them in my mind. Push that one slightly down, because these do push up and push down. It's just nice to add a bit of rustic. I do like bright colours though, I must admit. I'm all for bright colours. Oranges, whites, yellow, bright yellows. I love yellow. I do like pink as well. I really am a fan of pinks. Just move the bow forward so I don't got any glue on it. And then bend. Again, I will refluff up the bow as I'm going along. How many more do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I want. So, one more. And I'm going to do this just under the witch's skirt, because we still, like I say, need foliage down here, even if the witch's legs and that are here. Get the glue off. Yes, when I cut my finger, I noticed I've took the plaster off, or the band-aid. I've gone from at the side of my nail all the way over to the other side of my finger. Never mind, eh? It's only a cut, as I say. Right, I've got some of this wheat still. I don't think I'm going to put that in. I don't think that's very Halloween, so I won't attach that. Let me get the glue off my fingers. These I'm going to put, you know, nearer to the end. I may even attach one to there, or on the top of the witch's skirt to one side. I do have the broomsticks as well. Aren't they lovely? I'm going to put a couple in the bow. But let's get our oak. I did cut a few small ones down, tiny ones. I thought I could do a few tiny ones just around here. And these have got a slight bit of a yellow tint to them on the edge. And I thought perhaps just there, and because that, you know, I've tried to, well, there's no wire in there, so it's just leaning over nicely by itself. So I thought if I just let that do that at the side and hang over, I thought that would be lovely. Let me just clean the stems. I don't like anything on the stems. Just like that. That gives it a bit of a fluffy bit, you know, where it makes it come out and a bit more fuller. See, that one's doing the same as well, so that's wonderful. Just cut that. We're going to put that one. I'm just going to turn it around. I find it just slightly a bit tougher to get on the other side when let's take some more. Take another. Oh, my coffee. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's got cold. Oh. We have the Costa coffee here in the Mansfield, or everywhere really. And they're serving cold coffee. Oh my gosh. I don't know how anybody can drink cold coffee. I sure won't be ordering any as I'm driving past. Put that there. And I'm only going to just put, I think, one more. See it behind here. That leaf is just dropping because there's no wire. There's nothing really I could do. And the main bit, bring that down. That's better. I'm not going to put any more of those in. Right, we do have our eucalyptus. Let me just see. I don't know the eucalyptus. I don't think I'm going to use that. I've still got all my ferns. I've also, oops, I've dropped one of my brushes. I've still got all of these. That could also go in. I've saved these to go in at the front, because, especially because they've got the little pumpkins on. I've done an arrangement where I did put them at the back, and again I wasn't very happy after I viewed it properly because you just couldn't see these, and that's what I was aiming to see. These are on paperback, and I'm just going to rip that off, and I'm going to put this along the front. If you look where the witch's legs are, just going up there and leaning across at the front of her waistline on her dress. So if I get some glue on it, just like that. Like I say, these come on a paper base, and they do look quite scraggy if you're pulling things off, as you can see. So you can either pull the whole of the paper off, or you can get some of your florist tape. I've got different kinds. I've a different one there, and just wrap it around. Just on this tape I've got to stretch it like the others to activate the sticky side, and just twist around. It can easily just snap like you've just seen off, but just go over it. Pull off at the bottom, and then that secures and makes a tidier job. So with these, oops, a daisy, I'm going to start putting them here. I can go underneath the witch's dress skirt because there is room under there. It's just not on the top that there's any room. So we'll go underneath. And the stem bends very easily as well. Try not to, hide the witch's skirt. We still want to keep that on because her legs are one of the focal points as well as the sign. You can just like bend it where you think it may look nice. Push it through other leaves and come out further up here. See, I've got another one. I'm going to take those off, and I'm also going to take this stem off with the berries, and and keep this one. Just cut it slightly and put some more tape around. I hope you can see me. I keep saying to my husband, it's either, I think they see me more than they do what I'm, my arrangements, what I'm trying to show you. It's not an intentional thing. It's just with me not, you know, being new. I think I've only been doing the videos for around 2 weeks. I think I've done about 24 videos already. But I'm still learning the positions of where I should stand, where the camera should be. I'll get there, I'll get there. It's just quite hard because I'm not a technology person. You know, I've never studied things like, you know, IT or anything. I try to rely on my son to help me with all things like that. Because I'm not that way inclined. I find it's, I can't say boring because I don't know, you know, a lot about it to say that. You know, I wouldn't say that. I just find it's not I'm more a creative person than sitting at a desk and, you know, doing computer work. As much as they are very good at it, I mean, we're in this century now, we all rely on his mobile phones. And we don't half moan when, when we've lost internet connection. I know I sure do. And then I start blaming the people who introduced it to us. It's their fault. They haven't done it properly. Even though I know it's not. Why does it have to happen to us as well as it happening to everybody else? Just bring some of these pumpkins in the centre. I love twiggy bits, so that's probably why you can see me keep cutting all of this down, because I absolutely do love anything twiggy, wispy, even like the flowers where the, you know, the bend over and they look very airy. I love anything like that. I like full flowers, but I am really partial to twiggy bits. There's nothing on the end of that, but I've left that because if you look at your stems when you get them, you always find a new growth of a stem coming before the actual flower. So that's what I'm going to try and interpret with that. That's a new growth before we get a new little pumpkin. You could even take one off of the others and stick a pumpkin on it. That would be good. I think I'm going to stick that there. So it looks like it's coming from the other one and it's part of it. So if I put that one down there and just sit that there. And the one with the little twig, the berry on, I'm going to sit that hanging, you can see, hanging just away, so then I've got the three together. I just put a bit of tape on this. I've started getting orders in for Halloween already. I've had another order this morning for a wreath. That will be good. She really wants it quite big. And she adores the witch's legs and things like that. She thinks they're fantastic. I want to put, let's just have a quick look. I'm just turning it around. Yes, got to be one behind here. just in the background. See, these have got bigger, slight bigger one on. Look at that with it in the centre. Isn't it fabulous? Oh, I just love it like that. But I need one with the smaller ones, so we'll take this up, pull those off again. I'm going to cut this because of the paper. Yeah, my cat's still asleep, I think. Yeah. You will literally go to sleep anyway. Right, I need one here. Because there's nothing, I could go behind a skirt here and have it coming out there, which I think I will. As soon as you look up and then you notice your bow's been flattened where you've leant against it, that's where you start then. You start to fluff it back up and you can't stop. I don't want that really in the way. I can move that one a bit. Just there. As you can see, it's started to get more full. I don't think really I need any more. I may need odd ones up here, I think. And I'm going to have it coming out of there as well. So do I use that one for the centre? Yes, we're going to use this one for the centre. And we're going to just have it sticking out about 6 inches. But you can obviously bend it, so it will you know, shorten if you want it slightly shorter. I'm going to put this in the centre of the bow. I'm going to let it dry first before I start to move it into any position. And then I'm going to put one with the, I did cut one off I think. No, with just the berries as well, and to join it. And then I may put actually that little one in with it. Bend that over so it looks quite natural. Just cut the stem shorter. And we're going to sit that with it as well. Just move the berries, let them drop there, and then have the leaf showing here. So then it looks like then that your pumpkins that you've scattered around are also incorporated into your bow. So your bow just doesn't look so plain and by itself. So I'm going to put a bit of, I think, foliage in with it. Here we go. This was mixed up with it. It must have come off or something. So I'm going to put that in. It's only very fine, just to give it also a slight different colour. So I'm not going to, I don't think I need any more. I might need one there though, because I've got one there opposite. So I did see round here. There's the other one. So I may put all these smaller bits together and just put them up there. So if I think those. Just move those around. Just going to turn it around, ladies and gentlemen, just so I can position it correctly. That needs to go here. Just bring some of it behind. Right, I'm not going to put no more of the little pumpkins in. Let's just put these all together out of the way. Right, I mustn't forget. I mustn't forget this. And that I was considering just poking up at the top. I know it's out of the boundary. I do realise that, but I just want it sitting just like it's sitting on top of here, watching out beyond. And that was the reason why I did it, why it's so big. So I'm going to place that. Maybe too high. Yeah, I'm going to just take it back out and cut it again. The stem's too long. I think that's the best thing about artificial. You can remove them and put them back in. And that's great. Right. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, I love little things like that. And because I've got these, I might just give it a witch's broom with it as well. Excuse me. In fact, I wonder if I could. You know, I've just come up with an idea. Take the whole of that off. Instead of having that there, lift up the armpit, hold it down till it dries, and then it looks like it's holding its little broom. There you go. Oh, I just love things like this. I hope you all do as well. You feel, I've said this to my husband, you feel like you're back at your foundation or your nursery school or your primary school, whichever, and the teachers will say to you, right, here's some things, go and have a play and make this, and off they go, and they have a good time. That's all right, it makes me feel, but obviously not at nursery. But yes. Right, I've got pumpkins. Because I've got white in here as well, I did want to put some white. I may want to put one there for definite, I think, a white one. I'm just placing them at the moment. Obviously it's not going to stick where I'd like it to. Just like that. That's one. Let me get some more. I've got a bigger one that I could also put here, or actually I could just push it through to position it. Slightly there, and then a smaller one. See, that hasn't got a pick on it, but just to add a bit of white instead of just orange all the time. So we'll put a pick on that one. And like I say, you just get the end of your wide pick, make an hole in it, then pull it back out, dip your wire stem and then push it back in the hole. But then if you see any excess glue, please take it off to give it a more neater look and professional look, and then your customers will see that you take care of what you are doing. So I've got to attach these in now. I know where they're going. So if I put the smaller one in first, work my way up. So that's going to sit there. I'll get the other one. Sit that next to it. And then now we'll get the big orange one. That will bring that slightly down. So they're in a group of 3. So I'll move those out of the way. Oh, I really do want to put these in. I'm still going to put them in. I'll find a place. Right, we've got, let's see. With these being a rustic colour, I think some of those dotted about would look quite nice. And then with us having these, I think they will look nice. Let me just chop one off. Just fluff it and bend it up away to how you know actually like. These aren't actually wired here. It's just the main stem that's wired. So let me just see what they're. Yes, I'm going to put a few of these at the back. You can always poke them through your foliage. Just want to add. Just bring them through. I'm using the wrong pliers. I usually, if there's one on there, with it being no wire in it, just go right to the bottom. If I can just move those out of the way. Go right to the bottom here of it and just try to slightly, you know, just bend it over. Don't do it too vigorously because it can easily snap off. I think that one needs to come up there. I'm going to go around it, but not a lot. I don't want it, want too much of it in. I'm just going to put just 4 pieces in, I think. I know it's an even number and I work in odds, but like I've said before, I do different ones as well. I'm not just, I do move with the times. I'm prepared to do anything, me, as long as it pleases my customers. That's my main concern. Right, another one. I'm going to put this here. I can't see if it's lining up with the other side, but I don't mind, because I'm all for natural. I know some people seem to think that with it being a Halloween, you know, like I've said earlier, you have to have the Halloween theme. You know, that's far from the truth. With the modern, you know, the times as they are now, I'm just turning it around. With the times that we are now, people, yes, you know, they like the Halloween theme and things like that, but they're not as forced as long as it's got a bit of Halloween in it. If you put a carnation in or a rose, I don't know if they are where, you know, where you are yourselves, but here they don't mind that at all, as long as it's giving them something what represents Halloween. Let's bring that one down a bit. Right, I'm not going to put any more of those in, so I'll put that on the floor. I've also got these, because it's bare there, I wanted to put something different either there, excuse me. I've got the yellows as well, what could easily pop just out there, because with it having yellow in the bow, if we could still see it, and also in the sign around here, and there's a yellow bat on there, so. And then obviously I have my little lilies that also, I don't know about them today. I think they may be too much for it. Oh, they're beautiful. I don't know what they are. They just look like berries to me, but if you can see the colour, oh, they're absolutely lovely. And I can't remember where I got them from. I've had a look at my invoices and I just can't think where they came from. I've probably got them from a supermarket or something for me not to have them on an invoice. So I think I'll end up going around and searching again the places that I go, just to see if there's any more. I think I might want those just sticking out, so I'm going to cut that smaller. I'm only going to put, I think, 3 of these in. If I can get under a skirt again, yeah. Oops, I've just pulled one off, so we'll glue it back on. Wipe any excess glue. There. One more. So one needs to be coming up here. Put those away. I will get more foliage if I'm not happy. I think you all know what I'm like by now. Even if I've decided I'm going to put things in, I'm one of these where I think, no, I'm going to add something else. So I just grab anything, you know. I'm not saying that I don't know what I'm doing. I just grab anything, and if it goes in and it suits the look, it's staying there, you know. I've never had any complaints yet for doing that. So I must be doing something right. Right, I'm going to cut 3 off to start with. And I think I need 1 just at the side there. These are going to add the depth. I'm not coming out with absolutely everything that I'm cutting down, but these are going to be acting as the depth for, if I could just place that one, for the wreath itself. And I think they look lovely, especially with them being really rustic. So yeah, I'm not going to put any more of those in apart from these 3. So we'll cut these right down. I mean, even if you've cut things down and then you don't use them and you think, oh, why did I cut that down? You know, get a wooden pick, a steel pick if you've got a steel pick machine, or a wire pick, and just attach them with tape, and then you'll have the length of your stem again. So you're not losing out on anything. I'm just turning this around, I can't. That's 1. I think it's a beautiful colour. I'm going to get some more of these, because these would also be good for, you know, a Christmas theme. Don't just have to be for your Halloween or fall. Also have it for Christmas. These are going to be moved because I really do want to keep seeing the sign. I keep moving that behind there, it might be. And then if I move 1 down here. I hope that's looking all right. Put a bit of yellow in to just bring it out. First of all, I'm going to go here. Because that's got a little bit of greenery, I'm going to push that greenery to the bottom. Just let that just hang freely and flop over. You do get some of these with 2 on. Or just put some fluff in the glue pan. Because I like to clean my stems. I've just cleaned it and put it. Oh gosh. I think I might need to go and see a doctor. See what he thinks is wrong with me. I'm going to put one inside there. I hope he doesn't say it's because I'm old, it's old age. Because to me, nobody's ever old. You're as young in your heart as you are. You know, you don't... I know plenty of people who are older than me, who are younger than me. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, in fact, there's a gap there. I like to make sure that I fill all my gaps. Push up. Have them just next to the pumpkins. I think I'm going to put one up there and the one probably here. Do I put the one with two there? Yeah, just to give it that extra fill. Now then, yeah, I'm going to put it here. I think this wreath more is for a fall than Halloween. With Halloween I tend to use reds, blacks, deep oranges, yellows. I don't tend to put, you know, a lot of flowers in. It's usually a lot of more pumpkins, oak leaves, you know, autumn flowers. But today I just, why should, you know, you can do what you want really. It's like I say, it's everybody each to their own preference. So I just naturally thought today, well, today we're not going to do the traditional. We're just going to have it slightly like fall into Halloween. I didn't show my sister because I know my sister will want these. She loves the witches ones with the legs. She'll probably see it once she sees the video, and she'll probably be ringing me up. Right, now I've got to have something there, and I've got a couple of, in here, I think darker ferns. Oh no, I've only got one, I think. Oh no, two, yeah. Let's have a look what they will look like against there. Yes, that's lovely. Just turn it around so I can actually see where it's going. Spread that behind there. And because I've done that one, I think one needs to go up there. Gosh, I'm running, well, I say running out of space. I don't think you could ever run out of space on a grapevine wreath. Let me just turn that over. I still think we need something there. So if I put a smaller fern, yeah. I'm going to get some different foliage because I don't think that's, I want to keep using everything there. God. Oh, I forgot about those. So I could use those, or could I use grasses? Oh, let me bring some of this. Oh gosh, I've got that. Let me try some grasses. Just move those over there. See, with the grasses as well, these are also push-ups. You could twist each leaf around. I tend to put one like that, then one horizontal. It's just to give it, instead of having them all the same. So let me just snip one off. Oh, I do like grasses. And I've also got these small eucalyptus. Oh gosh, I've got these small ruscus, everybody, what came on a tiny little stem like that in a pack of, I think these was in a pack of 30, not 40 for a change. So I think I'm going to just put those in there just to take away the vine that you can see. If you can just see here, I've filled that little bit in there. A moment a minute. Cut that off. I don't know why they've got spiky stems. Does anybody know why they have little spikes on the stems? I just find it really... It's perhaps it'll help it when it goes into Oasis or something. You know, give it a bit more support. If it's for that, that's a good idea. I've just got glue all over it. I've just touched my hand all over it. Let's have a look. I think I want to put one here as well. Just to fill that little area up. Yeah, they're weird with the spikes. Now, I've got that area. See, I know you can see the waistband of the witch's skirt, but because it's still on show, I'm one of these, I just want to see the skirt and the legs. Because then that looks just like there's nothing, you can see. There's just nothing there, and I think something really does need to be on the waistband of the skirt, whether it be, you know, a bit of greenery, or actually even one of those. I'm not sure what they're called, but you know, in fact that's quite a rustic colour. I'm going to put one, and I'm going to, if I can, I'm going to put it through a skirt. That's if I can. We'll have a go. Let me just try it first. No, I can't. So the only other way to do that, as far as I'm aware, cut it down really, really short, take virtually the whole of the stem off, dip it in your glue and glue it to the waistband. So we're going to do that. Right, I'm going to lift up the spikes. I don't know if you can see me over there. I'm just going to lift up the spikes in my hand so they don't get everywhere. Just slowly dunk it inside. Take off the little spidery bits. And then we're going to sit that just on there. And I think I'm going to do that with another one as well. But I think on the other one I can actually get it through into the grapevine. I did have another one. Oh, it's there, look. So then, yes, I think if I do it there, so I'm not covering all the sign up. Oh. I'm just going to turn it around a minute, just so I can position it where I'd like it. See a glue string. Now, do I put another one under here? In fact, if I attach it to the bow and have it there, then I've got my triangle. I can really see bits of woody bits that are sticking over, and it just makes my arrangement look slightly messy. Oh, there's 3 bits there that I've missed. 1. I usually tidy them up before I start, and I thought I'd done it. It's probably when my mum rang me, it put me off and I didn't, completely finish it. What I can see of at the moment, I'll probably spot some more. Oh yeah, here's one. So I must have only gone slightly a bit white round. I'm just having another look, ladies and gentlemen. Here's another. You see what I mean? All your little bits that stick out from your grapevine that could easily, just slightly scrape or mark your customer's door. And I don't like that. So, did I put that one in yet? Or did I? I can't remember. No, I didn't. So with this one, like I say, I'm going to attach it into the bow. I think that, in fact, I might. Oh, so sorry. I really need to turn it around. That could look nice there. Yes. I don't know if you can see my glue consistency. I'll put quite a bit on and show you what it's like when it's dripping off. That's like the honey consistency that you need. I'm not sure. I'll do it again. Let me just move the spiky bits out of the way. That's what you need. That's if you can see the glue pan, where it's just dripping off, running off slowly by itself. And that's what I call, like, your honey consistency. Right, I've got the triangle. So it's there, there, and then there. Got another glue string. If you see any glue string, you can either leave it until the following day, if the customer's not coming until the following day, then in the morning just go over it and just have another look, and then just get rid of any of your spots again. It's looking quite full. I think you see, I think I need a bit of grass in it. Instead of just the ferns, a bit of grass to give it the spiky feeling as well. I think I'm going to put some in. First of all, let me put this bit in that's I've not glued in. I wanted to put in behind this pumpkin. Just there. Right, I'm going to put, oh, my little friend's dropped over, gone to sleep. That's better. It's probably why I kept thinking something needs to be up the top. I don't know now. We could put three pieces in. At least then it'll, you know, it'll put my mind at rest. Because then if I analyse the video, I will probably look at it and think to myself, I should have put it in. So better to be safe than sorry. I'm going to put that one up there. Go. Just so it's slightly sticking up. I don't want it too much up above. Just trying to keep within the boundary. Sometimes you just can't help yourself but go out of the boundary because you think, as much as you look, you know, it looks nice, full, you just want to elongate it and make it look more fuller. And I've done that quite a few times to the point where I have to tell myself to stop, because you can go too far. Because some people just don't like them too busy or too full. And then there. So yeah, I've done it many times where I've had to tell myself to stop. I mean, there's no rule saying, you know, how much you should put in. It's each, you know, everybody's got their own preference on how they like a sign or a wreath to look. 1, 2, 3. I'm all for wispy, twiggy, airy feeling. Some people I know just like the compact. And that's okay as well. You get some absolutely fantastic compact wreaths I've seen florists do. And there's some magnificent florists out there. Have you ever had that feeling when you're looking at YouTube videos and you're seeing the professionals who've done it a lot much longer than yourselves, and you're thinking, how can I meet up with that? You know, how good they are. My tutor used to tell us all, never compare yourself with other people. Everybody's got their own individual style. It's not always you have to copy from other people, because at the end of the day, you know, you're out there promoting your business or, you know, your work, whichever you're doing, if you don't own a business, and you're actually showing them your style, you know, your individual style. And excuse me, and she always said we must always remember that, because by wanting to copy somebody's work, you'll never come up with your own style, and eventually it'll come to a point where you'll just run out of what to do because you haven't, you know, got your own style or anything. So by having your own style and just excuse me, practicing and you know, trial and error. It's always trial and error. You always learn from your mistakes, and by doing that, you will eventually find your style. I used to think that I was, I don't know, at the beginning I used to think that I was all for compact and things, but as soon as I started, excuse me, it's the wispiness. It just took over me. I absolutely love it. And that's my style. I've finally found the style that I like and I feel most comfortable with. And everybody else will have their own style. You know, don't think that you're not good. You are good. Everybody's good at the job and their style. You know, just keep it up. And there's people out there who don't like certain styles. That's fine. But there's a lot of people out there what will like your style. And that's what counts. Don't try and be somebody else. You know, I was always told, don't ever try to be somebody else and by copying them, because that's their style that they, you know, they found themselves, and that's what you need to do. So, and I totally agree. Especially now I found my style, and I've always said my style is the big, the wispy, the full. But at the same time, I've also learnt to do other styles as well, because that's part of the job. You have to know how to do, you know, to do things what the customer's asking for. If they just want a compact wreath, then, you know, you need to understand, you know, what the compact wreath looks like and how to make one. But I did all of this through my university course. I'm just trying to think where to put this one. 1, 2, 3, 5 here. So I believe that anybody who's very creative, doing wreaths or whatever it may be, art, painting, you're all good. You're all fabulous. Because if it weren't for us, you know, and the creative people, I suppose there wouldn't be anything like this. So I just think every one of us are fabulous at what we do. I've had people ask me, you know, say to me, oh, they're a bit too busy, too full. You know, I don't like that colour. A family member said that to me. Oh, I don't like that colour. You know, it doesn't go together. There's not a law what colours go together. You know, I actually told her, but I'm not making it for you. I'm making it for the customer and their requirements. Well, I don't like it, she said. And I said, well, the customer does. You know, so that was the end of the conversation. So, yeah, we all are what we are, and we all are good at it. Even you, the beginners, don't worry. You will honestly get into the same place. Right, this is what I've done after chattering away again, like I keep being told I'm doing. Let me just push that back forward. Just check it over. I think I need something there. I'm not sure whether to put. Let's have a look. Because this has got yellow in it, I might just sit that there. In fact, it's not might, I am. Right, where we go with it. I just want to be able to stick that through because it's got a sharp point. Here we go again. Do you find it hard working from an angle? Well, please go through. In fact, here we go. I'm going to use these because this is what I made the O's with them. So I'm just going to make a slight little bit of an awl so I can stick that in. Yeah. Right. Let's make an awl in the bottom. Again, like I say, just push it in as far as you'd like, you know. You haven't got to have it just half a little tiny inch in it. I tend to push it about 2 inches. Wipe the excess glue off around underneath where you've just put your wired pick. Just cut that off. Where's that little hole I've just made? There. Right, dip it in the glue. Oh, I nearly dropped it in the glue. Just go through again. Oh, better turn it. No, I can't get it through. So I'm going to do what I've done to the other one. I'm going to glue it on. Right, just dip it in again. Don't overload it because it doesn't need a lot. I mean, the Gorilla Glue is very strong. One moment, let me take that off. It's in the wrong position. It's not like it. Oh, I just love that little figure at the top. I'm not going to put any more in around the skirt. I think I just need to cover inside here. I don't know if you can see it from the side. I've had a look this side and it's full, but just here, around here, there's nothing. And it's looking bare, and here as well. So under here, I've had especially a good look around this side, and that's perfect. So we're going to put some of these in. They've got the thorns on. Let's take those off. Clean the stem. Right, I've had one of those there. What have I got down on the floor? Well, that one actually needs up there. We will get it all covered. Let's have another look. I may incorporate again some of these, but bring them on the inner side. You know, especially the ones where they're at the bottom by themselves. So we'll cut that big long stem off. Make sure, because you can see there's still a little bit sticking up where I've just cut it. I tend to cut that down at an angle so it doesn't look like actually anything's been attached onto it. So then it becomes like that. I might put that there actually. They're very hard stems, these. If you ever do get any glue or anything on, you know, or showing, should I say, if you've got any, oh gosh, they're hard to bend. If you've got any moss, just stick the moss where the glue is on top of it, and that will prevent the glue from showing. I've cut that one a bit too short. Yeah. My kids are at work today, so no free drinks. I have to make my own. My husband's still at work. I don't mind. Let me just have a look round the side. Yeah, I can see lots. And I don't like that. I do like this. I think it's very pretty. I don't want to overload it in one place. I do need some there. Oh, I need something longer there. Let's get a fern in. Oops. Here. Checking for glue strings as well. Excuse me. I'm still considering just putting these where they're just coming out at the sides, because they are a nice goldy rustic look. In fact, yes, I am. And to dot a few around, just sticking out from the sides, just to give it a bit more of a airy feeling. Where was that one? There. So we'll go here. Oops, a daisy. Bring that one slightly in. got one here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 7. So I'm going to use them all. Have I got 8? Another one on the floor. So one down here underneath the witch's skirt. Just poking there. The cat's come out the box. I think I'm going to want one in there, just in front of that. Push these back up into place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could easily put one there. Yeah. Oops. I keep using wrong tools. I must move them out of my way. Go here. Yeah, put one there. Where did I say? 1 here. On the opposite side there. It's amazing how the glue just follows you. Right, one more. And thinking about it, I think more than likely we're going to have to put one down at the bottom where the witch's legs are. Oh my goodness. So we can get that in. And have flour down here as well. Oh, I just caught one. Right, I'm just going to have a look round the side, on this side. Yeah, there's still plenty. So, I want to let me have another look at something else. Something that's probably going to fill the spaces. Oh, it's stuck. out. Now let me just have a look to add a bit. No. So I think I'm going to go. I know I've got eucalyptus out, but I want to add that eucalyptus because it's also a fall colour, and it's also got the seed heads with the, don't know if you can see, it's quite a nice colour. I think on that side, well, not just that side, I'm going to put some of these. Just give it a 45-degree angle. And now let's have a look. Here comes the cat at the bottom of my feet. Always looking up, so I've got a feeling he's going to jump. He's coming to have a nosy. What are you doing? Hmm? And I think, oh, oops. Can you see the glue string? I don't know if you can see it, but it's these that are, I'll show you behind black really. It's hanging around. They're a bit like spiders' webs. And like I say, if you see them, just pull them off. Here's another one. We're not on 4 o'clock, are we? Oh yes, we've gone past 4 o'clock. It's food time. Is it food time? Hey? He seems to come alive around 4 o'clock. It's like he knows. Hey? It's like you know it's dinner time. I'm going to put one there. Let Mummy finish this. Don't. No, it's got hot glue on. What? See, that's the thing now. Now it's 4 o'clock. He won't stop until I actually feed him. Won't be long. I know. Is anybody having anything nice again tonight? I don't know. I usually go to the choir practice on Thursdays. We sing classical and opera, but it's closed until September because the where we practice is in a school, and because the children have broken up for summer holidays, so does the school, don't you? So does the school. So then that means we have to as well. It's a shame because I really do enjoy going. But the musical director is trying to look for a venue for us to just go and have a little sing-song. Which she's great at doing that. She did it last year. It was fabulous. One moment. I've got it caught somewhere. Right, I need to sort this out. I need green. Because I won't stop until I've sorted that. Lift that up. That's better. That's better, Marley. Just got glue on my skin. I know. Right, let me just manoeuvre everything back into place. Make sure we can see as much of the sign as possible. I think, ladies and gentlemen, oh, I do love that. I think we are finished. Oh, mind you, I've got one more of these. Let me put this in. I'll find a place for it. Now then, found one. Sorry if I've been chatting a lot. Like I've said when I very first started, I'm a very chatty person. I'll talk about anything, me. Absolutely anything. I love socialising. You know, I love making new friends. I love chatting with my customers. Just checking that everything's all right. I'm straightening my bow again. I think that needs to go up. Because it's... Yeah, we've definitely done. Let me just check down there. Yes, that's better. Fantastic. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that we've finished with the wreath. I'll just take it off the stand a moment. That is the grapevine wreath just for the autumn come Halloween. I do them quite busy looking, but like I say, if you want it slightly less, that's not a problem for me. I can do it. I hope you like it, and I hope you give it a go. And if you can, try and find some little toys like that, even if they haven't got the pick. Like I said, dip the pick, a piece of even an cut off a stem in the glue and just attach it in underneath to the skirt and press the skirt until it's set, and then you have a pick attached. That'll save you some money buying them at an extra cost with the pick as well. That's why when I cut down my stems and I save them, it's for things like this. It just cuts down on costs. And in this economy now, as it is, you have to try your best to cut down on costs. So I hope you like this, and I hope you will have a go. And if you're looking, you know, for any questions answering or where I got things from, you know, just drop me a message. I will put how to contact me on my YouTube channel, and so you can ask some questions. Please subscribe and share, and give me a thumbs up if you like it. And like I say, enjoy when you have a go. And whatever it looks like, if you want to send me a few pictures, you know, I'd be really, really grateful to see your designs as well. So I hope you have a nice day. I hope you have a lovely evening and a fantastic meal for your tea and lots of fun. So take care, everybody. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to show Sandra something, who watches my videos a lot. When I told her about the picture frame, there's also something else that I did, which you can do. I'll just grab it from here. Now this was a lamp. It had a lampshade in the top with a lampshade, sorry, around it. We didn't want it anymore, but I did like the head of it. So we dismantled it, took the electrics out, and there was an hole in the top, and I started gluing things in to make the Buddha look like she's got some hair. So if you have any nice fancy lampshades or things like this that you don't want anymore, oh, don't throw them away. You can do anything, Sandra, like this. It will come in handy. I've just had my customer who came yesterday to pick up hers asking me if this is for sale. Unfortunately, I told her no, because like I said, there's some things I do keep, and this is one of them. So I can, you know, take it off and change the colour if you get, you know, fed up of the same colour or the design. You know, just take them all off, remove the glue from your stems, and so then you can keep your stems in a little pot, what you've got where your oddments are, and then make another new design and different colours, whether it be spiky hair, punky look, funky look, you know, an aged look, anything. But you'll have fun, Sandra, you know. So have a go at it if you find anything and have fun. I did. So we'll just put her back. So like I say, have a great day and enjoy the rest of it. And I really do appreciate you joining. Well, we really appreciate you joining us, don't we, Marley? And come and see us again soon. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye-bye.